My name is Rowan, and I spent 3 months proving my father wrong about the nicest man I'd ever met. Stay away from Victor Dahl, my dad said, standing in our driveway while the new neighbor unloaded boxes across the street. Something's off about that man. Dad, seriously? He just moved in. You don't even know him. I know his type. I'm asking you to trust me on this. His type? What does that even mean? My mom came outside holding a casserole dish. Thomas, don't be rude. The man just lost his wife. I'm bringing this over. Celia, no. It's called being neighborly, she said, already crossing the street. I followed her. Victor answered the door looking exhausted. Mid-40s, graying hair, tired eyes that lit up when he saw us. Oh, you didn't have to do this, he said. I'm Victor. Celia Brandt. This is my daughter, Rowan. Beautiful name. My late wife loved nature names. I'm so sorry for your loss, my mom said. Thank you. Moving here was supposed to be a fresh start. When we got back, my dad was waiting. You shouldn't have done that. He seems perfectly nice, my mom said. I'm not judging. I'm observing. You're being cruel, I added. The man's grieving. My dad looked at me hard. Rowan, I need you to hear me. Do not go over there. Do not let him in this house. Why? Give me one actual reason. Because I'm your father and I'm asking you to trust my instinct. That's not a reason. That's you being controlling. The next week, Victor knocked on our door while my parents were at work. I was home from college for fall break. Hi, Rowan, he said. I'm sorry to bother you. My internet's not working and I have an important video call in 20 minutes. Could I possibly use your Wi-Fi? Oh, of course. Come in. You're sure? I don't want to intrude. It's fine. My dad's just overprotective. He sat up at our dining table. Is he always like that? He's gotten worse lately. Must be hard, having a father who doesn't trust your judgment. It's exhausting, I admitted. His call lasted 10 minutes. When he finished, he smiled. You're very mature for your age. How old are you? 22, junior in college. What are you studying? Psychology. Ah, you're analyzing me right now, aren't you? I laughed. No, I promise. Well, I appreciate your kindness today. Your father raised you well, even if he doesn't trust me. After he left, I felt validated. My dad was wrong. 2 weeks later, my best friend Iris came over. So who's the silver fox across the street? That's Victor. My dad hates him for no reason. We walked over. Victor was in his garage organizing tools. Rowan, and you brought a friend. This is Iris. It's nice to meet young people with manners, Victor said. Rowan says your wife passed away, Iris said. That must be incredibly hard. His face fell. Brain aneurysm. One day she was fine and then gone. I'm so sorry, I said. The hardest part is coming home to an empty house. That's actually healthy, I told him. Grief counseling encourages continuing bonds. See, this is why I'm glad I met you. You understand these things. Over the next month, I stopped by Victor's house twice a week. He asked about my classes, remembered details, made coffee. My dad noticed. Rowan, what did I tell you? Dad, he's lonely. I'm being a decent human. You're being naive. My mom sided with me. Thomas, you need to let this go. Rowan's an adult, and Victor's been nothing but polite. Polite isn't the same as safe. You're making our daughter afraid to trust her own judgment. Good. She should be afraid. That Christmas break, Victor invited me to help him sort through his late wife's belongings. I can't do it alone anymore, he said. Would you mind? I'll pay you. You don't have to pay me. I went over that afternoon. The master bedroom was exactly how she'd left it. Her name was Andrea, Victor said, opening a box. We were married 19 years. We worked in silence for a while. Then Victor held up a necklace. She wore this on our wedding day, he said quietly. I want you to have it. Victor, I can't. Please, you've been so kind. Andrea would have liked you. That's really sweet, but it's too personal. Then keep it safe for me. Wear it when you think of her. I took it to be polite. It felt wrong, but I didn't know how to refuse without hurting him. When I got home, Iris was waiting. Where have you been? Helping Victor with his wife's things. Rowan, her tone changed. That's weird. He needed help. It's inappropriate. You barely know him. He's, 45? And you're spending hours alone with him? We're friends. You're his dead wife replacement. That's a horrible thing to say. Look at that necklace. Why would he give you his wife's jewelry? Because he trusts me. Or because he's grooming you. I stood up. Get out. Rowan! I said get out. After Iris left, I didn't speak to her for a week. Victor noticed. You seem upset. Everything okay? Just friend drama. Iris? I nodded. Can I give you some advice? Real friends support your choices. They don't try to control you. She thinks you're inappropriate. Victor sat back, looking hurt. Because I gave you a necklace? She thinks it's weird that we spend time together. Does it feel weird to you? No. Then that's all that matters. You're a grown woman, Rowan. You don't need permission to have friends. The week before spring semester, Victor asked if I could help him move furniture. When I got there, he had wine poured. Just one glass, to thank you. I don't really drink. It's expensive stuff, Andrea's favorite. I took a sip to be polite. We moved a couch, rearranged his living room. The wine made me warm and relaxed. You know what I appreciate about you? Victor said, sitting close on the couch. You don't judge. Most people see a man my age and assume the worst. My dad certainly does. Your father's afraid of losing you. Parents always are. His hand brushed mine. Not aggressively, just there. I should go, I said, standing quickly. It's getting late. Of course. Thank you again. Walking home, something felt off. Not wrong exactly, but different. I pushed it down. That night my dad came to my room. I saw you coming from his house. I was helping him move furniture. Rowan, please. I'm begging you. Why won't you just say what you think he's done? Because I can't prove anything, but I know men like him. They isolate you slowly, make you feel special, turn you against everyone who questions them. You're describing yourself right now. His face fell. You're right. I can't force you. But when something happens, and it will, I need you to come to me immediately. Promise me that. Nothing's going to happen. Promise me anyway. Fine, I promise. Spring semester started, and I only saw Victor on weekends. He texted occasionally, nothing inappropriate, just checking in. Iris still wasn't speaking to me. In March, Victor called me at school. Rowan, I hate to ask this, but I'm having a medical procedure next week. Nothing serious, but I need someone to drive me home after. Would you be able to? What kind of procedure? Just a minor surgery. They won't let me drive for 24 hours. Can't you ask someone else? I don't know anyone else here. Please, I wouldn't ask if I wasn't desperate. I drove him to the outpatient center that Thursday. When they wheeled him out, he was groggy but alert. You came, he mumbled. Of course I did. I helped him inside and made tea. Stay for a bit? He asked. I don't want to be alone right now. I really should get back to campus. Just an hour, please. I stayed. We watched television. He fell asleep and I covered him with a blanket. When I stood to leave, he grabbed my wrist. His eyes were still closed. Andrea, he whispered. I pulled away, heart pounding. Victor, it's Rowan! His eyes opened. I'm sorry, I was dreaming. I need to go. Don't be upset. The medication makes me confused. I drove back to campus shaking. That night, Iris knocked on my dorm door. I heard you drove Victor somewhere, she said. How did you… Your mom told mine. Rowan, this has to stop. He needed help. He has you playing wife. Don't you see it? You're overreacting. Then why are you crying? I wasn't, but suddenly I was. 2 weeks later, Victor showed up at my campus. He found me at the library. Victor? What are you doing here? I needed to see you. You've been distant. How did you know where I was? You mentioned studying here on Thursdays. Can we talk outside? People were staring. I followed him out, my stomach tight. I think I scared you last time, he said, when I called you Andrea. It's fine. It's not. You haven't answered my texts. I've been busy with midterms. Don't lie to me, Rowan. We're better than that. We're not anything, Victor. We're neighbors. His expression hardened for just a second. So fast I almost missed it. Then it softened again. You're right. I apologize. I've been leaning on you too much. It's okay. I just think we need boundaries. Of course. I understand completely. He left and I felt relieved. That night, my dad called. Rowan, did something happen with Victor? Why? He came to our house tonight, said he was worried about you, that you seemed depressed lately. My blood went cold. What? He wanted to make sure we were aware, asked if you were seeing a therapist. Dad, I never said anything like that to him. Silence. Then, come home, right now. I have class tomorrow. Come home tonight, or I'm driving there to get you. I drove home. When I walked in, both my parents were waiting. Tell us everything, my dad said. I did, all of it. The necklace, the furniture, the surgery, him calling me Andrea, showing up at campus. My mom's face went white. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, I said. You were right. We're calling the police, my dad said. And saying what? He didn't do anything illegal. He's stalking you. He came to our house once. That's not stalking. My mom stood up. I'm going over there. Celia, no. I invited him into our lives. I'm ending it. She marched across the street. My dad and I watched from the window. She was there for 5 minutes. When she came back, she was shaking. What did he say? I asked. He said you've been pursuing him, that he's been trying to gently reject you, but you won't accept it. He showed me texts. What texts? Screenshots. You asking to come over, saying you miss him, sending heart emojis. I never sent any of that. I know, but he's created them somehow. They look real. My dad's jaw clenched. He's been planning this. We filed a police report. The officer was sympathetic but clear. Unless he threatens her or violates a protective order, there's not much we can do. He faked text messages, my dad said. That's your word against his. You'd need proof. Victor spread his version everywhere. He told neighbors my parents were harassing him because I'd developed an unhealthy attachment after his wife's death. He said I'd stolen Andrea's necklace. Mrs. Chen from next door stopped my mom at the mailbox. I heard about Rowan's obsession with Victor, that poor man. It's not true, my mom said. He seemed so genuine when he told me. Within days, half the neighborhood believed Victor. I went back to school, but his damage followed. Someone sent the fake text to campus security, claiming I was unstable. These texts appear to be from your number, Dean Morrison said. They're fabricated. I never sent them. Mr. Dahl seems very concerned about you. Mr. Dahl is a liar. I understand you're upset, but making accusations… I'm not making accusations. I'm telling you the truth. I called Iris. You were right. About everything. Where are you? My dorm. I'm coming over. She arrived with printouts. I did some research after you stopped talking to me. Viktor Dahl isn't his real name. What? His name is Viktor Petrov. He changed it legally 5 years ago. His wife, Andrea? She filed 3 protective orders against him before she died. How did you find this? Public records. Her death wasn't an aneurysm. She fell down the stairs. Police investigated but couldn't prove anything. My hand shook. We need to tell my parents. Iris drove me home. My dad read through everything, his face darkening. 2 previous wives, he said. Both died in accidents. Both had filed protective orders. My mom covered her mouth. Oh my God. We take this to the police, my dad said. The detective we spoke to was different. Detective Sarah Graves listened carefully, took notes, made copies of everything. I can't promise anything, she said. But this pattern concerns me. I'll look into it. 3 weeks later, Detective Graves called. We've reopened the investigation into Andrea Petrov's death. We've also discovered Viktor violated protective orders filed by his first wife. There's a warrant out for his arrest in another state. Can you arrest him? My dad asked. We already did. He's being extradited to face charges. Viktor was convicted 8 months later for violating protective orders, harassment, and fraud. 3 years in prison. The neighborhood found out when it hit the news. Mrs. Chen came over crying, apologizing. My mom accepted it without warmth. You believed him immediately, she said. You didn't even question it. I'm sorry. So am I. She closed the door. Iris and I rebuilt our friendship. I shouldn't have pushed so hard, she said. You were trying to protect me. My dad never said, I told you so. He didn't have to. We're sitting on the porch tonight, me, Mom, and Dad, watching Viktor's house. It's been empty for months, but there's a for sale sign up now. Someone will buy it eventually, my mom says. Yeah, I reply. My dad puts his arm around me. You okay? I think so. We sit in silence, watching the empty house darken as the sun sets. Dad, I say finally, how did you know? He doesn't answer right away. Then, something in his eyes, the way he watched you. But you couldn't prove it. No. So what was I supposed to do? Just believe you without evidence? He looks at me, and his expression breaks my heart. Yes, he says quietly. That's exactly what you were supposed to do. Across the street, Viktor's porch light flickers on. Automatic timer, probably. We all stare at it, this ghost of a man who almost destroyed everything. My mom squeezes my hand. Iris texts asking if I'm okay. I text back that I am. But here's what I need to know, and be honest, because I genuinely can't figure it out. If your father told you someone was dangerous, but couldn't explain why, couldn't give you evidence, just asked you to trust them, would you?